Hello guys! Once again, welcome to my channel. Sa sulok man kayo ng mundo ngayon, mabuhay po kayo. Guys, meron akong magandang balita sa inyo. Pero gusto kong kayo ang tumuklas dahil mahiwaga ang mga bagay sa likod ni Queen Helen Abdurrahman at sa likod ng mga politiko. Dito nyo makikita kung anong tunay na kulay ng mga politician na ina-idolize nyo. Kayo na ang bahalang humusga. At sa mga nagtatanong, kailan ba yan mangyayari? Panoorin nyo po dahil andito sa video na to ang sagot. But before we start, I would like to thank RADHAA of Galactic Goddess TV, RADHAA Publishing House, and Maya the Shaman created the original video. Thank you RADHAA of Galactic Goddess TV and Maya the Shaman for granting permission to republish your video. Guys, you can visit the channel on the description box. Okay? So, yun na nga. Alam ko mahiwaga, pero kung gusto nyo malaman, panoorin nyo hanggang dulo. At sasabihin ko sa inyo yung good news kung sakali na hindi ninyo magets, okay? So, sa mga naniniwala sa Reyna, stay. Sa mga hindi naniniwala pero curious, you can also stay. So, ano pang hinihintay natin? Ladies and gentlemen, the Galactic Goddess TV with our very own Her Majesty Queen Helen Abdurrahman.
Hello and welcome back to Galactic Goddess Podcast. I'm your host, RADHAA, and today we're back at Ascension Mother Earth Roundtable, and I'm so honored to be here with the Queen and my co-host, Maya the Shaman.
Hi, my name is Maya the Shaman, and I'm so happy to have Queen Helen Abdurrahman here. Welcome, Queen.
Thank you. Thank you. Nice to be back again with our channel that will give justice throughout the world and will inspire a lot of human beings that we coexist with our Lemurian brothers and sisters, the true Lemurian that are with us. Thank you very much, Princess Radha and Princess Maya, for giving justice to all our forefathers in the Lemurian kingdom.
Wonderful. Thank you, Queen. Now, I have a question for you. The first question is, why is it that the Malacanang Palace does not make a move to recognize the King and Queen of Maharlika, known as the Philippines? Maharlika is known as the Philippines since the presidential reign is over.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's a very, very nice question. For how many years that I have been doing my mission, I always go back to the very heart of Malacanang. But since the president is with the authority of the sovereignty of Lupah, of the Sultan of Sulu and North Borneo, so that's the one that made them delayed, made them a lot of blocking, so therefore they cannot make a move because they have to consider the political sultans, which are the claimants, and they have consolidated that under the banner of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao, of which they will not make a move. Why? It was very clear when the wife of the president, Lisa Araneta Marcos, has made his move trying to be a queen, trying to be having all those symbols with the Barm Sultan. So therefore, are they still going to make a move? That is already a signal that they don't like us to have the authority that they have to recognize. But nonetheless, let's make them also the peace of our mind. You have made us like the beggar. No way. We are not going to go to you because that's the one they wanted. That I have to go there. As if they are owning us. So they will never make a move. But if they will make a move, therefore they have already cleansed Malacanang. Because Malacanang is the leaders of the corrupt officials. I'm sorry to say, because with the end of the authority given to them, it is already far beyond to listen to the words, because they have no authority at all. So the president is advised to come to me and to the Raja, not me going there. That is wrong, because we have loaned that authority to the office of the president. But since he is not the president, he is only a caretaker president. So it's not nice to be going there, because what I want is to bring out the true president, that is Ferdinand Idrelin Marcos. And he is still alive, and they don't want to accept it. That's why they could delay, but the more they delay, the more the truth comes out, and the more they become as laughing stock to the entire world for keeping the secret that they cannot afford to face later on.
Powerful.
Can I just add a little bit to this one? I'd like, Queen, I'd like you to remind us, when was the last time that the government could stay in power and then you come into that space and time? What is the timeline? What date was that?
It was September 16, 2013. And that was the time they succumbed into terrible mess, which is the Sabah standoff. The Sabah standoff using the claimant Sultan Sulu. So they have made the Sabah standoff presenting the wrong Sultan Sulu, which is under the power and authority of the president, because they were given 50 years to rule as a caretaker government. It was the Sultan Sulu that gave them authority. So after September 16, I gave them already 5 years grace period, which they did not also honor. And then we give also another 5-year transitory, which now it will end in September 16, 2023. That's why after the police power of America, because there was an agreement, the Carpenter Agreement between John Carpenter representing United States and Sultan of Sulu was represented by Jamalul Kiram II, the direct uncle of Raja Mamay and my relative also. So these people that trying to malign me that we are not the blood of the Sultan, woe to them, because they do not know the secret in us as the Lemurian protector of the Holy Kingdom of the Empire of Lupah. So therefore, all their authority is over. That's why I can speak boldly that, hey, you are a caretaker. Bring out the true president, of which the one recognized by the banking system, by the world, by the major agencies of the world. Bring out. That's what I want.
Thank you. So I guess I have a question. Can the so-called president of the Philippines rule without the Sultan of Sulu, the king of Maharlika? You ready?
Cannot. I am so excited. Cannot. Because all of the president, the power and authority is from Sultan Sulu. During the time of Macapagal, there was that Arab, Jamalul Kiram, already there. Okay? So, they killed him in 1936. That's why in 1935, they have already transported the gold from Sulu, from the Lupah. So, they transported it to Manila. So now, with the owner of the gold backups, the owner of the territorial domain, from Apari down to Holo, down to Borneo, is the Sultan of Sulu. And now, can they operate? No. That's why during the time of this president, they have their Sultan of Sulu. Because the true lineage did not come out with the fear of their lives. They are being killed. We are being killed. I am being killed. We are not just an ordinary being, but we have to be cautious, because that is the trending, that is the movement in the past years. So who is the Sultan of Sulu, of Apulacay? it was Ama Ali, Sultan Ismail Kiram. He is still alive and he's still with me. So he is the witness into it. Now, because Ama Ali has to be away because of life, no, of the endangering his life. So Apu Lakay made Julaspi Kiram. Julaspi Kiram was given the authority as Sultan by the president then. So all of this, they can appoint because of that Mapelindo and Carpenter agreement. So during the time of President Aquino, Corazon Aquino, who was the Sultan? It was the sons of Punjungan. Okay, these Kirams that they have appointed. Okay, so all of these are machination to suit their claims because of the power as a claimant at the office of the president. So they are caretaker. So they were given really a hard blow. If you can claim, then you are the owner of the territory. So therefore, every president. So now during Duterte, who is the Sultan of Sulu, that's the brother of Raja Mamay. And now who is the Sultan of Bongbong? That's the one I am trying to find out. Because I know it's still the brother. Because they were able to manipulate the gold, the cash, the backup in central bank. So the power and authority on each president is coming from the Sultan of Sulu. So therefore, do I have still to question who is your Sultan? When in fact you are already a caretaker after Gloria Arroyo. Gloria Arroyo is the last authority by the Code of Maria of the Mapilindo. That is Macapagal. So all of them, it is coded in Maria. So all of this have been a part of the program. Macapagal, Aquino, Ramos, Estrada, Arroyo. And the Code of Malaysia also over Abdurrahman. So we have Tunko Abdurrahman, so Najib, all of this, Mahathir, all of this ended with Mahathir. So with Najib. So all of this are part and parcel of the program of the grandfathers. So therefore, without the Sultan of Sulu there, nada, they cannot. They cannot. That's why that is the question of who is your Sultan. But since they are operating in the claimant Sultan up to the Sampa claim, so how can they claim? Nobody has ever successfully gotten that claim, that funds, because they are claimants. So if the claimant Sultan is with the caretaker president now, so therefore, what else can we say? They are operating in the most illegal way. They should have come to me in 2009. I had been there. But because of the claimant Sultan, they have made the Sabah stand-up, Sambonga stand-up, 44 Sapmen sacrifice, Marawi seeds, and the last is the Pagla stand-up. And still, they are operating in the name of claims. Now, what do you think would happen to them?
Okay, so this is the next question for you, Queen. So what will happen to the country, the Philippines, if the president will continue denying your birthright as crowned queen and king of Maharlika? What will happen?
They will be eliminated in the sense that they have not complied with the rule of law of the divinity. When I say annihilation, it means it is belonging to God, to the Creator. Because they are trying to hurt us by killing us. So I leave it to God. I leave it to Him, who is the author of all lives, who is the one in command of the very life of the president. I leave it to Him. That's why I told our grandfathers, the seven Macdo, the Limoyans, I said, they're trying to annihilate us. What would be my recommendation to you, our forefathers? Then get them. Because nothing will happen to this country if still they will not recognize us. And that is a fact. That is God's divine intervention. And no one can question that after we were crowned. Because my birthright is before even I was born. I am chosen as a queen before even I was born, and so the RADHAA. So therefore, nothing will happen this one. When I say the word annihilate, it is the term of the divinity. That is the law of the divinity. Then we will get you. If I don't follow orders from God, from Allah, then He can annihilate me anytime. Because annihilation is only for God's power. No one. No one. Human being to human being, you cannot use the term. It is only reserved for God's mandate and justice. And that is the justice that God will give to this country if they will continue denying my rule. Because one day is very important. Every second is very important. And those people that manipulating Maharlikan will also answerable before the eyes of God, before the throne of God. And I see to it that I talk to them. They are gifted forefathers, but if they will continue blocking, then the world will see that who is really the root of the conspiracies of the global earth.
Thank
That's
you.
powerful. Radha?
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you about QFS. I don't think a lot of people know what that means. Could you further explain the legitimacy of the QFS in relation to the quantum and quintal financial system as you created for the upcoming divine government of our world?
With all the banks collapse, they are just keeping it because they are still denying the power and authority with the Queen of Finance. QFS is Queen Financial System. They will accept me or not. They have to be sorry because I got the backup. All the countries that had been created in the name of the Sultan of Sulu has been gotten the backup. Because all the countries has their authority of the finance as the one moving, as the one mandating, is the central banks of each country. So we loaned that. And who is the one responsible of that? And that is Ferdinand Iderlin Marcos. He's still alive and he knows what to do with it. So with this Queen Financial System, we have assigned it, the quantum, to the West. That's why Trump is moving, the England is moving to that. If they will not also honor that, without the queens there, that's why we have the sovereign imperial bank. And what is that sovereign imperial bank? That is the bank really before time immemorial. It is already there. That's why we were able to have the gold. And who is the owner of the gold? Remember, the caretaker of all the golds are all our Lemurians family. The Lemurians family protect and guard that gold. That's why we have our bank, even in the Lemuria, that controls the central banks. And who is that? That is us. That's why Queen has that power and authority to create that bank. It has been created by our forefathers. Quintal has been prepared by Apulakay. Quantum is prepared by Apulakay. The system and the backup. So, in 2021, I created the MCO. That's why I scrapped it, because it was misused, abused for personal interest. That is the QA329 and the QA369. But since they did not follow me, that is already an example. Whatever I created, I can destroy it. If you do not honor the will of God, if you do not follow the will of God, that all this system is for the benefit of humanity and the benefit of the poor people, which has been denied to live with their freedom to eat, with their freedom to choose, with their freedom to live in harmony with everyone. The coexistence that I want. So the QFS is the one now battling between the good and the evil, the 666 and the 999. Oh, this is hilarious. I am telling you right now. now, because I'm gonna fight to the last breath, because no one has ever stood for humanity, such we are, three of us now. I am welcoming you to join the fold, because everyone belittled that capacity. They didn't know that we are just the messenger, we are just the embodiment of the divinity to really put into justice of what they have done in the past. So, since we are the promised land, the Lemuria are all here. The kingdom, the lost kingdom, we have Ciudad de Araw, the sun, no, the city of sun. We have the Lemuria side that help us. We have the Bermuda Triangle. We have the Beringan City. We have all of them here. So what more can we ask? Up to even the Red Indians that they have also annihilated because they want to control the gold. So all of them are connected. We are well connected. We are the cosmic connection up to the intergalactic cities that we have on top, the heavens. So we are now trying to let them see the substance that, hey, we have the beings supporting us. So therefore, the quintal, the quantum that has been arranged long before, the implementation phase is with Queen Helen Abdurrahman. So, if I have to lay low and say nothing, I am not the queen either. Because I need to speak out the truth, and the truth prevails. Who else will remind them that, hey, you are already operating illegally because you don't recognize the monarchy? And the monarchy now is the leader of all monarchies in the world. They still laugh at me, and many fickle-minded people, they just learned that knowledge and they have not known the global intelligence, the intergalactic power of intelligence that God has given me, and yet they tried to attack me. And I said to the forefathers, hey, with the cyber Lupah watch now, I said, mark this one, mark this one, mark this one, mark this one. So what can they do? I am now in harmony with the divinity. So do you think if I have to take out the air in them, can they still breathe? If I just have to let them sleep without waking up, can they afford it? No, because God is so powerful. The God in me, the Allah in me is very powerful. That's why I survived. Even their frame-ups, now they are attacking me, my morals. And now I know last night who they are. They are also my family that would like to ruin my reputation, my morals, because they want to stay in power. Yet they are not the chosen one. God chooses me. I am just obeying His will. To be in obedience to His will, we all live in comfort. We all live in the divinity that He wants us. Why should we be trying to refuse that blessing coming from them? This is very important. That's why the QFS is the new generation financial system that the Queen holds. If they don't believe it, so be it. But I want their system come to me. Therefore, who is the powerful? Them or the system with the Queen?
Thank you, Queen. That's such a beautiful explanation of this. Wow. It's a very exciting time. You know, we're on such precipice of such change. And I don't think many people understand how deep it goes and how much it's going to ripple into their lives. It's a good time to be on the side of the light.
Yes.
Yes. They are all in chaos because they cannot accept the truth that I outsmarted them in the premise that God is sending me. Destroy or self-destruct. That is now the time. With the typhoon, with our grandmother, Siti Amina, I call him Siti Amina, Ina Pindalidayan. crushing all the worlds of where really that needed to be destroyed. She is our mother. She's the environment. She's the queen of the environment. But she helps me because that is already a signal that, hey, I can just let you be away and throw you to the Pacific if we want to. That's how powerful they are. And the queen request is always granted because I am the queen of the global earth and the queen of the universal magnum. And I thank my grandfather that he would always wait for your publicity in the YouTube Princess RADHAA. Every day he would come out and say, where is that interview of yours? I said, wait a little while. It's just trying to have all these things, but in a little while, and then you pop up and I said, yay! My number one fan are all grandfathers because I speak the truth and no one can beat that because I know what comes out into my mouth, I can defend with it. Truth is truth, nothing but the truth.
And yes, it is a karma time. You know, there's an Indian philosopher, Sri Srinanda Murti, which there is a word such as karma palaboga. That means that the karma has to come whether we like it or not, because the truth has to surface. And we are moving towards that stage where light and truth has to be shining upon the whole entire planet Earth. And so this is that particular time and moment that everyone, the spiritual society has been waiting for. So, yeah, so.
The designated time has come. The time has come. The sign of the time has come. So it is our time. At this very minute we speak, I'm sure it will be channeled to the office of Malacanang, and the president has to listen for now because this is a global impact wherein I challenge each and everyone, hey, you have no funds to operate.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Queen. Thank you for your great courage, your tenacity, and having the spirit of the Creator in you. It's so beautiful. Those that feel truth can feel your truth, and it's a very exciting time, full of many challenges, no doubt. But truth will always rise to the surface, and that's where we are now. So let the truth reign. We thank you so much for your time, for your hard work, and all that you do. And long live the Queen and the King. Blessings to you always. And thank you so much again for joining us today. Thank you.
Welcome.
Mabuhay, mabuhay.
Mabuhay, Maharlika, Kingdom of God, Lupah of Empire. Mabuhay, the Shaman family of the United States and the Beringan City. Mabuhay!
So ayan, narinig nyo, naintindihan nyo ba? 2013 pa natapos ang Mapilindo Agreement at so unang pag-uusap ng Reyna at ng Malacanang ay hanggang 2023 September 16 na binigay na palugit at sa aisle so gusto nila ay wala sila magagawa dahil buhay ang dalawang pinakamalaking karakter sa Divine Wealth, si Ama Ali at Apo Lakay. Yung original na Apo Lakay ha, kasi marami mukha yan. So ibig lang sabihin, lagot sila. Dahil sa conspiracy, korupsyon at krimen na ginawa nila na kung saan ay maraming namatay. At mismo ang Reyna ay pinapapatay at mismo si Ama Ali. Si King Mamay ay pinapapatay nila at siguradong mananagot sila. I'm sure natuwa din kayo sa good news. Just keep on praying and wait patiently. Trust the process, ika nga. Pasalamat na lang tayo sa Reyna dahil handa siyang magsakripisyo para sa mahihirap. Once again, thank you Galactic Goddess TV, the owner of the video. Nasa description and link for more info. So that's all for now. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay, Maharlika, Kingdom of God, Lupah Empire. Bye-bye!